How can we turn negative into positive in practical ways? It's very easy to talk about everything, but when it comes to actually doing it, what do we do? What are the ways you can unleash? You're a tiger with a leash around your neck, and you're going to unleash it, and you're going to be free, and you're going to be positive, you're going to love life, and you're going to live it to the fullest. Anyone has any ideas for any ways they can use? So for all of you who have a notepad and a pen ready, if you can rush it quickly and get it, please write down some points I'm giving you. Positive affirmations can help. Absolutely. Positive affirmations, again, even if you do not believe them at that point in time, when you keep saying it to yourself with genuinity, with authenticity, and you plaster it in your house, those affirmations, listen to them again, hear them again in the daytime, in the evening. What will happen is, with those affirmations, you will start becoming that. And when you can become that and you are being that, that is your true inner self being positive. All right? By first acknowledging what we are feeling and then finding the root cause. Perfect. Very good. Very good. And how will you acknowledge what you are feeling? Prishita, how will you acknowledge what you are feeling? So one way, the first way I'm going to tell you anyway, is to ask yourself questions. I'm going to give you 4 questions if you have a notepad and pen. This will help you tremendously. Whenever you do these kind of questions or any exercises, do them in solitude. Do them with a focus, all right? So the first one can be, is this useful? If you want to use only one question, is this useful? Meaning this thought that is coming to my mind, is it useful to me or to anyone else? Okay? Is this behavior useful to disturb my peace of mind? Is this useful? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it useful? Is this action useful? Is this word useful? Is this behavior useful? Is this situation useful enough for me to think otherwise? All right? By first acknowledge, okay, fine. And the other 3 questions beyond this one question is, if you have a negative situation or negative behavior, what's good about this? What's good about this? It's a very powerful question, because what you're trying to do is trying to find the silver lining in the cloud. You're trying to see, it may not be a very good situation, but what is good about this? You're trying to find what is good in this. All right? Secondly, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? See, you are treading on a very productive path. So when you move forward, you are growing. And if you were going to move backwards, then you're just in your comfort zone and in the safety zone, which is not going to get you anywhere. Okay? So what can I learn from this? And thirdly, what should I do next? What should I do next? So if you need to change what you are feeling, then you need to change what you are thinking. If you need to change what you are feeling, you need to change what you are thinking, because both things need to be in alignment. All right? So any thumbs up? Are you all resonating with what I'm saying? I hope you are. If you have anything that's bothering you with this question or this point so far, then let me know. All right. Now, what else can you do? You can talk to yourself. You can talk to yourself for any limiting belief and practice the 3 C's. Talk to yourself with the limiting beliefs means what? You talk to yourself. You tell yourself, okay, listen, I didn't like his behavior. I didn't like what happened. I'm not happy with this situation. And you're talking to yourself, okay, but you're my friend, right? So what are we going to do about this? You don't want me to feel like this. You don't want me to be angry, frustrated, disturbed. So you got to help me. And how will you help me? What will you do? So ask these questions to your better self, and you will get some answers. Delve into yourself further and you can get some answers. And there's a very famous formula called the 3 C's. So it's called catch, check, and change. All right, so I have said this before, I think in one of my talk sessions, because it's a very powerful one. Catch the vibration, catch what you're not liking, then check it, understand it, mull over it, see the other perspective, see what else there was happening there, so that you can feel better about it or understand it better. And then action. Correct yourself or correct the situation. I'll give you a very fun example. That's supposing your boyfriend asked you out for a date. Okay, he's asked you for a date and you're very excited and you've gotten dressed up and this and that, and your boyfriend calls you up at the last moment and he says, sorry, we can't go on this date, I'll talk to you about it later, and it's cancelled, and he puts the phone down. So you are what? You are frustrated, you are angry, and you're not feeling good about it. So instead of complaining in your mind and telling and abusing him in a way, like saying, thinking in your mind, oh, why did he do this, and she shouldn't have done this, how can he do this, I was getting ready and I shifted all my schedule for him, etc. So you catch that vibration, all right? But then you check, meaning you challenge yourself and you think, why did he do this? He's never done this before. Maybe there is a certain reason he couldn't tell me right now. He put the phone down. So maybe I should just wait. Maybe I'm wrong in getting upset. And then change. Change meaning you can actually call him up. Or maybe he'll call you up. All right? And they could just ask him what happened. And he'll probably have a simple, reason. Right? And one more thing that we can do is scramble. The moment a negative thought comes into your mind, stop, and start singing a song. Does that sound funny? It sounds like fun. So sing for 15 seconds, sing anything for 15 seconds. So what will happen is your mind is going to get jumbled. It's going to scramble all the words inside of you, and it will eventually press the reset button. When it does that, then you think of something good with that person or that situation. Think about it in a nice way. Look in the mirror and says, yes, I'm going to handle this and I'm going to get over this. So your whole situation has diluted enough for you to think clearly and to move on with what you think you may need to move on. Okay? And we've talked about self-love. And any situation now, even if we think of this pandemic as bad as it is, the one way to really console yourself inside of you and say, it could have been worse. Okay? You might say, okay, what could be worse than this? But when you think of this way and train your mind to think this way, you will be able to find the positiveness out of this and use it for the betterment of your life to come. Okay? And compare yourself to people who are in a much worse state than you are. So think of inspiring quotes and lovely images. Think of gratitude. Think of the 3 things every night that you are grateful for. It could even be a soft pillow. It could be that coffee that you had in the afternoon. It could be anything. But be grateful. Be mindful of what you do. Observe your thoughts. Do one thing at a time. Sometimes just sit there for 10 minutes and do nothing. Sit there for 10 minutes. Do nothing. And just see the bliss and the kind of energy that will emanate in you. Reframe your negative events sometimes if you're new to. You've been to a party, you love the party, but something happened there that was really unpleasant. So now, whenever you think of the party, you think of that unpleasant thing. So that has become your bad anchor. Instead of that, whenever you think of the party, think of a bunny running in the fields, or think of a yellow color, or think of something that makes you happy and positive. So whenever you think of the party, you'll think of the good things, and you'll think of this yellow color or the bunny. And that unpleasant experience will go to the back of your brain. Okay? So give yourself time. Give yourself time not to react, but to respond. Give yourself time between stimulus and the response, so you actually can find a solution and be calm enough to do something about it. This is again called objective depersonalization technique and resilience. Resilience gives you a lot of positivity. An example of resilience, if you have a strong foundation and you are building in a flood, and a flood comes, any situation comes into your life, you are strong enough to withhold it and find a solution. But if you're weak, your foundation is weak, so you will spread the weakness around you. You are weak yourself, and what's going to happen is you're going to get washed away. All right? So now we come. I have a very beautiful meditation for you all to do, but I'm going to do this straight after this last section. It's on COVID times, how to stay positive in these times. So besides the above, whatever we've been talking about, besides the above, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to feel positive sometimes. So just take the feeling in the palm of your hand. Just take every area of your life in the palm of your hand and try and see the positives of it. Your family, your relationships, your social gamut, your personal life. When you look at it and think of the positives, it can give you a great moral boost, because not everyone is in the same boat. We're in the same boat because of the pandemic, but otherwise everyone has a different level of life, of relationships, of economy, of finances, or the relationships, everything. And for more positive attitude, exercise, meditate, do things that make you happy. Go on a mental diet for 7 days. Mental diet for 7 days. 7 days, try not say any bad word or negative word or have a negative thought. The moment you do, write it down. And every day, try and lessen the number of negative thoughts that you get in your mind, and use language. Next time, Amol, or next time Ajay, and I call you, or we talk on the phone, or Vibisha, and I ask you, how are you? So you're not good, you're not okay, you're fantastic. You say, I'm fantastic, I'm great, I'm fine. And instantly you will put the other person into a more positive area of in mind. And isn't that beautiful? Limit your news during the pandemic, and channelize your time with better routines. And with your physiology, of course, like take care of your exercise and meditation. With your work, plan your finances. Only 2 lines I'm going to tell you for work. Plan your finances and create a line of difference between need and want. Create a line of difference between need and want. Okay? So check your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your threats. I'm giving a lot in this half an hour, but but I want you to be able to give you as much as I can, and you just jot down and note down whatever you can to that'll help you. And do a lot of social work, and don't worry so much. So if something can be solved, why worry? If something can't be solved, then why worry? Be realistic, lower your expectations, and take the information from the past, use it in the present to create a more beautiful future. This is so superbly important. It's like rewriting the story of your life. So it's like a movie. Take the information from the past, use it in the present to create a more beautiful future for yourself. Be kind to yourself and people around you. Rejoice about the past. Relax now and resolve with confidence for the future.